If you're hunting for a budget gaming monitor that punches way above its price tag, the SANSUI 27-inch curved monitor might just be your next big upgrade. Let's dive in and see if it lives up to the hype. To make it easier for you, I've left the link to this product in the description and comments at a promotional price, so to guarantee it, click and add this product to your Amazon cart. Let's dive deep into what the SANSUI ES-G27C1 27-inch curved gaming monitor really offers beneath the surface. This is not just another budget display, it's a product that blends competitive gaming specifications with practical visual features, all while staying accessible in price. Let's unpack the technical details and see how they play out in real-world usage. We begin with the panel and display quality, the heart of any monitor. The ES-G27C1 sports a 1920 by 1080 resolution across a 27-inch VA panel, providing a full HD experience. At this size, the pixel density works out to around 81 pixels per inch. Now, this isn't as sharp as what you'd get with a 1440 pixels or 4K screen, but for everyday users, gamers, and casual creatives, it strikes a solid balance between clarity and performance. Whether you're editing videos for YouTube, engaging in esports titles, or simply watching your favorite shows, the image remains clean and immersive at typical desk viewing distances. Where this monitor begins to shine is in its curvature. The screen features a 1500R curve, which essentially means that if you were to line up a bunch of these monitors to form a full circle, the radius of that circle would be 1.5 meters. This curvature isn't extreme, but enough to gently wrap the visuals around your field of view. That adds an extra layer of immersion, especially in first-person shooters like Call of Duty or Escape from Tarkov, where peripheral vision is crucial. Even for racing games like F1 23 or Gran Turismo 7, the curved design draws you into the track and enhances the sense of speed. Compared to flat screens, this curve naturally supports your eye's motion across the screen, reducing the need for constant head turning and potentially lowering fatigue during long gaming or working sessions. If you like reviews like this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it on your social networks. Now, let's talk color, and this is where the SANSUI punches well above its price. It advertises a 130% sRGB color gamut, meaning it can reproduce a significantly wider range of colors than typical budget displays. In practical terms, this translates to more vibrant skies in open-world games, deeper reds in fire effects, and richer tones in fantasy landscapes. Creators working on video content, digital art, or photography will appreciate the enhanced gamut for its accuracy, though it's important to note that it doesn't cover Adobe RGB or DCI P3 entirely. It's best suited for web-based content and casual creation. Additionally, with a Delta E rating of less than 2, the monitor keeps color deviations extremely low. That means what you see on screen is almost exactly what was intended by the developer, artist, or cinematographer. Next, let's explore contrast and brightness. The VA panel delivers a 3000:1 native contrast ratio, which is significantly higher than most IPS panels that hover around 1000:1. In real-world usage, this means blacks look deep and rich instead of dark gray, perfect for games with night scenes or shadowy dungeons. Combine that with 300 nits of brightness, and you have a screen that holds its own in a normally lit room. While it won't overpower direct sunlight, it's more than adequate for indoor settings and still allows HDR features to pop somewhat. Speaking of which, the monitor supports HDR, though it isn't certified for HDR10. This means you do get boosted highlights and an extended range of color in supported content, but don't expect the full dynamic experience you'd find on high-end HDR panels. Now, let's move to performance specs that really matter to competitive gamers. The ES-G27C1's 180Hz refresh rate is a standout feature. For the uninitiated, refresh rate refers to how many frames per second the screen can physically display. Traditional monitors offer 60 Hz, which is fine for movies and general work, but when gaming, especially in fast-paced titles like CS:GO, Valorant, or Fortnite, higher refresh rates can literally mean the difference between hitting a target or missing it. 180 Hz makes gameplay feel smoother and significantly more responsive. Combined with a 1 millisecond moving picture response time, which helps reduce motion blur, this monitor allows for incredibly fluid tracking, whether you're rotating quickly in a shooter or watching fast-moving enemies in an RTS. There's also support for AMD FreeSync, an adaptive sync technology that matches the monitor's refresh rate to your GPU's output. This eliminates screen tearing of those annoying horizontal breaks in the image during fast motion and reduces stutter. Even if you're using an NVIDIA GPU, most modern cards now support FreeSync over DisplayPort, so compatibility isn't an issue. Whether you're running a high refresh rig with a modern RTX 4060 or a budget build with a GTX 1660, this monitor adapts smoothly. Connectivity is another important area, and the ES-G27C1 doesn't skimp here. It includes both a DisplayPort 1.2 and HDMI 1.4, both of which support the full 180 Hz at 1080 pixels. That's crucial because some monitors throttle refresh rates on HDMI, but not here. You can hook up your gaming PC to DisplayPort and your console to HDMI without losing performance. The monitor also includes a 3.5mm audio out jack, handy for routing sound to external speakers or headphones, especially since the built-in 2x2 watt speakers, while serviceable, won't cut it for immersive audio. They'll work for system alerts, Zoom calls, or background music, but don't expect booming bass or detailed mids. Physically, the monitor is light and ergonomic. It weighs just 7.72 pounds, making it easy to move around or mount. The stand supports tilting from -5 to 15 degrees, helping you find a more comfortable viewing angle, though it lacks height adjustment and swivel. If ergonomics are a concern, you'll appreciate the 100 by 100 mm VESA mount compatibility, allowing you to mount it on an arm or wall bracket. This is ideal for dual monitor setups or decluttering your workspace. Another plus is the monitor's frameless design, which reduces visual borders when placing multiple monitors side by side. The screen also uses a matte anti-glare coating, which significantly reduces reflections and includes flicker-free backlighting along with low blue light filtering. These features contribute to better eye health during long sessions, whether you're coding, gaming, or streaming. Finally, the ES-G27C1 includes several gamer-oriented features like Shadow Boost, which brightens dark areas without overexposing the rest of the screen, giving you a competitive advantage in darker maps. It also comes with CrossHair overlays, FPS/RTS/racing modes, and even a timer function, which can be useful for speedrunning or timed practice sessions. Positive points: 180 Hz refresh rate, exceptionally smooth performance in fast-paced gaming, 1 millisecond MPRT response time, reduced motion blur and ghosting, 130% sRGB gamut, vibrant, accurate color reproduction for creators and gamers alike. 1500 are curved design, enhanced immersion and reduced eye strain. HDR support plus 3000:1 contrast ratio, decent black depth and bright highlights for a more dynamic picture. Dual input, HDMI and DP at full 180 Hz. Versatile connectivity across platforms. Matte screen with anti-glare and low blue light, optimized for eye comfort. Integrated gaming tools, Shadow Boost, CrossHair overlays, and game modes for competitive players. Built-in speakers, basic, but functional in a pinch. VESA mountable with tilt, flexible setup options. Included HDMI cable, plug and play right out of the box. Exceptional value at $124.99, competitive pricing for the feature set. Negative points: built-in speakers lack bass, not ideal for immersive audio or media-heavy tasks. Plastic stand is slightly wobbly. Minor issue but noticeable during desk bumps. No height adjustment or swivel, limited ergonomic control with the included stand. HDR is basic, doesn't compete with true HDR10 displays. Limited resolution, 1080 pixels. Not suitable for 1440 pixels or 4K workflows. No USB ports or hub, misses convenience features found in premium monitors. For gamers, students, or professionals looking for a monitor that nails the basics while delivering some serious gaming-grade specs, the SANSUI ES-G27C1 is a shockingly good value. You're getting smooth 180Hz gameplay, a curved immersive screen, and color performance that rivals far more expensive models, all for around $125. While there are compromises like weaker speakers and a basic stand, the overall package is hard to beat for the price. If you're upgrading from a 60Hz flat panel, prepare to be amazed. If you like reviews like this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it on your social networks.